Hello and welcome to a new BIZTALKS episode by Panasonic Connect Europe. My name is Vanessa Lovrich. Process automation, data analytics, efficiency, cost reduction, productivity. These and many other similar terms are well connected to the world of data analytics and process automation. How to manage the operation effectively? How crucial is operational transparency for the success of your business? How is technology changing or can change the way that companies are managed? To take you through all these questions and more, we have invited Jamie Rogers, Head of Operations at Panasonic Connect Europe, to BIZTALKS today. Welcome, Jamie.
Thanks, Vanessa. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for being with BIZTALKS today. You are leading operations department at Panasonic Connect Europe. This is a very challenging and strategic position, isn't it? But why?
I think challenging, yes, but I would rather say exciting, I think. So, of course, in the operations group, no 2 days are ever the same. So, of course, from our team, we are really managing end-to-end supply chain across all of our business divisions. Including, let's say, of course, relationship with factory, relationship with customer, and all of the planning and relationships within intercompany that we have. If we consider the whole operation of Panasonic Connect, we are combining many different business divisions, which of course, inside these business divisions, we have many, let's say, synergies between these divisions. But on the other hand, they are all totally different and complex. And of course, as us here, as let's say the engine room of Panasonic Connect Europe, it's important that we bring everybody together and provide the necessary transparency of our operation.
And as an experienced operation head, how do you think the world of operations has evolved over the last few years?
For sure, there's been huge change since I joined this company. I think I remember even at the outset when I joined the company in an initial sales planning stage, I think even at that time, the communication from sales teams and to customers, of course, by telephone, and the sales teams would communicate with the factory by printing out an AS400 document and handwriting and sending by fax across to share. And of course, compared to today's operation, this is a million miles away from where we are today.
Before my time, definitely.
Yeah. Maybe so, yes.
And how is it today?
Of course, today we can say, as you say, a lifetime away from where we were then. Especially in the most recent time, as we start to consider all of our processes and raising the transparency of our processes, and also completely changing how we can provide the transparency of our operation through data analytics. It's completely different compared to where we were this time ago, yes, for sure.
Yeah, and data, of course, is key in that sense. So in your opinion, how data analytics helps managers to understand customer behaviors and customer preferences?
Oh, I think absolutely data is key. And I think we live in an era now where data is more and more available and readily available. And it's more and more critical that we break down that data and provide concise and specific feedback to those decision makers within the company. Of course, I think everybody is familiar with the descriptive analytics that you have today. This is for decades we are using, let's say, historical reality to analyze and to come up with, let's say, segmented analysis for what has happened in the past. And of course, with the introduction of different AI technologies, we can consolidate different data sets and different data analytics to provide now more, let's say, predictive data analytics. So based on what happened in the past, based on combining those multiple facets, we can basically forecast what will happen in the future. And then the exciting and interesting development, of course, is then trying to integrate that with your process automation. So basically, if you define how you, or plan and define how you want to react in certain circumstances, then ultimately you can provide real-time decision-making based on the changing and fluctuating situation as it happens in real time, so which is really fantastic. The key point from that is to say that it allows, let's say, decision makers to be empowered to make decisions immediately in real time. And of course, from that, because decision makers can make real-time decisions, it means as an organization, you can really make yourself lean, energetic, agile, and ready really for any challenge in the future.
And these predictive analytics, how important is this to have tools that helps organizations to identify risks?
This is of course also a very important point. So from that predictive analytics, it allows the company to consider what are the potential warning signs. So based on the past, what has happened and what were those warning signs that you could have taken if retrospectively you could have gone back and modified your behaviors at that time. Of course, this you can utilize within your own company, but also across the industry, and it allows to make more data-driven risk assessments, and not just on theoretical basis. You can really make it specific to the real scenarios that really happened in the past.
Process automation is a term that can be linked to many things. However, in this field, it can be directly linked to cost savings and operational efficiency. Can you please explain what that actually means?
Yeah, sure. So I think especially you hear operational efficiency and cost saving, and everybody's original first mindset is always that you're looking to reduce tasks, or you're looking to reduce, when in reality, let's say cost saving and operational efficiency can also mean just simply eradicating waste. Eradicate waste, it means that your members are able to focus their time and energy on value-added activities and try to avoid, let's say, unnecessary activities. So let's say, of course, from process automation, if we can go back, yes, of course, process automation in the manufacturing industry it's been going on forever, let's say, but based on the new technologies that are available to us, of course, we can enact those types of savings in, let's say, intangible activities. So those repetitive and, let's say, clearly mapped process-driven activities don't need to be performed on a human level. Of course, this doesn't mean that we don't need humans anymore. Of course, AI technology definitely needs human interface as the driving force, but it also allows our members to challenge themselves to focus more on how they can add value to the operation and less time just wasted just repeating daily tasks.
Yeah. So in this context, how data analytics and data-driven insights can accelerate the concept of continuous improvement?
Well, this is a very important point because, let's say, data analytics and, let's say, process analytics, these really then come hand in hand. So if you, in the past, of course, everybody's familiar with regular process mapping, but if you can take, let's say, your regular process activity and based on the historical data and your learned data about how you were doing things in the past, you can really analyze then where are the bottlenecks in your overall operation, where are the pinch points that affects the efficiency of your organization within the organization, but also more importantly, how does these bottlenecks affect the customer? So how can we best serve our customers by minimizing waste and ultimately improving our processes to try to support the whole operation from end to end. Yeah. And of course, by doing this, it allows you to focus primarily then on the accuracy of your decision making. So of course, when you have real-time accurate information, and when you can compare based on, let's say, process KPI, not just a deliverable KPI, but really process KPI, it means that you're focusing all of your energy to try to smooth the whole end-to-end, and you eliminate all those, let's say, gray areas or hidden dangers that happen within a real long-term end-to-end supply chain, for sure.
And how can these processes can make companies more sustainable? I guess this is related to understanding the life cycle of products. Is that correct?
Surely so, yeah. So of course, especially in today's environment, of course, we need to be working more and more towards, let's say, circular economy and sustainability, of course. And let's say the key point is that the product life cycle of our products, it's clearly known. So of course, there may be the key danger point in terms of sustainability, especially in regard to end of life, is about ultimately in waste in the operation. So waste in procurement of component parts, waste in the delivery and inventory of finished goods, waste in the channel, waste for our customers. And ultimately, our customers would much rather we operate in a lean way, and we can immediately focus our attentions towards, let's say, the newest product lineup and not having to focus on eliminating, let's say, historical waste.
And next, I would like to talk about managing challenges. What do you think is the right strategy to overcome potential issues on adapting process automation and data analytics?
Now, this is, of course, correct. And it's, let's say, especially for process automation, or even taking it a layer back and talk about general knowledge sharing of existing processes from the experts. It's human nature. Nobody wants somebody deep diving into how they're doing and what are they doing in a daily basis. And the key point to get, of course, the member buy-in is to go on the journey with them. So it needs to be employee-led, it needs to be stakeholder-led. And ultimately, if you just ask the right questions, ultimately people organically will come to the right decisions within it. So, and of course, if you can focus ultimately on what are the clear benefits of process automation, just eliminating all of those mundane, unnecessary activities that we all do in our daily basis, then it frees more time for us to add value. And of course, there's a certain element of mundanity that people appreciate in their daily life also, to an extent. Of course, people don't want to be having anything of regularity eliminated from their daily work. And the key point on the journey itself as well, especially in addressing the potential challenges, is that not everything can be or should be automated. Yeah. So of course there are many scenarios, but if you map and you work towards a concept of process automation, then ultimately you ask yourself more and more questions, and then ultimately you can anyway organically come to the right or improvements and streamlining of your operational efficiency purely by eliminating those activities that don't need to be done. If somebody poses questions as to why you do something, of course, eventually, if you cannot have, let's say, a logical answer, you will organically anyway eliminate that activity from your daily work. And that's basically what it's all for.
Changing the mindset to see that they can add efficiency and then focus on something else.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
And data privacy and security is known as one of the main topics in 2024 and beyond, also for the operation industry. How can this be addressed properly?
This is also an important point, less in terms of the process analytics, but more, of course, within the data analytics. And everybody is aware, let's say, of the current restrictions and importance of maintaining the data in the correct way. So, of course, one of the critical points from the process mapping and process automation is to be clear that you can define exactly how you will use the data and when you will eliminate the data. Of course, that's one aspect, but also in terms of the data analytics as well, you also have to be very, very careful how and where you share the related analytic data that you have and what are the correct sources. And of course, this is absolutely mandatory condition of any company, and it's not limited only to, let's say, process and data analytics, of course.
Yeah, I agree. So we are almost at the end of BIZTALKS today, but before we close, I would like you to summarize just in a few words the main benefits of process automation again, please.
Sure. So I think the symbiotic relationship that we have between process automation and data analytics, it really holds the key to unlocking overall our operational excellence, from streamlined operations, informed decision making, all the way through to enhance customer experience. The transformative impact of these technology really resonates across all of our industries. Of course, as we navigate these complexities and as we struggle to enhance, let's say, the implementation and addressing its challenges along the way, of course, we can look forward to a future where data-driven insights and automated processes can really drive our innovation and sustainable growth. I think also the continuous evolution of these technologies, coupled with our commitment to adaptability and innovation, really positions Panasonic Connect to thrive in an era where agility and data-driven insights will, of course, be paramount.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. With all the initiatives underway at Panasonic Connect Europe, it seems that the future of process automation and data analytics is in safe hands. To stay up to date on Panasonic Connect Europe, please check out our daily updates on LinkedIn and YouTube, and also Panasonic Toughbook LinkedIn channel. That's all from us. Bye now.